I just always felt like as a woman, and I always told young journalists this, and I'm sure you felt the same, like my margin for error was 0. And he looked at me and said very loudly and very seriously, so what happens if it ends in a tie? And I remember thinking in my head, like everyone's like, oh, Ed, you doofus, like making fun of Ed. But if I had said that, totally different reaction, right? I wanted to go cover the Olympics. That was my last bucket list. So I did. And I came home from Paris on whatever day it was, and I gave my notice the very next day. I was very conscientious of what I wore. Every place I walked, I never wore colors that were associated with the team. I never wore this kind of skirt. I never wore that. I was just I think that was a big difference. And maybe it was in my head, but I felt like I had to think a lot harder to do my job. I'm trying to do an interview, and he's like leaning over and waving at me and talking behind me, like going, ooh, have you ever seen a man naked? Like over my shoulder, like trying to like kind of rattling me. And I just ignored him and whatever. And as I was walking out, he stopped me. He said, nice to see you here. I hope you can come back. And I said, oh, I passed your test? He said, I wasn't testing you. I said, you fucking were, and I passed. And I walked out the door. Hi, I'm Dana O'Neill, and this is OUTFOXED.